Get informed on what is happening in our political scenes and people who are making headlines in different parts of the country and the world, right here at TAS TV. Join me, Lavin Nyagoa, as I bring to you weekly news highlights that are factual every Friday at 4 o'clock. See you then.
This is the newest, most exciting entertainment show where nothing is off limits. We bring you real, authentic, and raw conversation. Enjoy good vibes, fashion, and lifestyle from your favorite celebrities. Fun, trending topics, games, and educative segments. Every Tuesdays from 3 p.m. and Saturdays from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. With me, Lavin Nyagoa and Hazel Jeru, only on The Unfiltered.
Good evening. It's another Wednesday, and you always know when you come here on Wednesday, it's counting the red ribbon. On today's episode, I have two amazing young adults, youths, whatever you choose to call them, but they are experts in what they do. The topic of the day is mental health and HIV and AIDS. Tell me what you think about the topic, of course, in the comment section. While at it, remember to follow TAS TV across all social media platforms. TAS TV_KE on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. TAS TV on Facebook. TAS TV official on YouTube, as well as www.tastv.co.ke on our official website. My name is Lavin Nyagoa, and this is Counting the Red Ribbon. Hello.
Hello.
Saseni. Mbona mnakaa kama mmeshtuka?
First time first.
Okay, there's always a first time for everything, Cindy.
Yeah.
So please introduce yourself, tell us who you are, where you come from, what your roles are, just a little bit. People want to know who you really are.
Okay, my name is Michelle Mweni. I'm a counseling psychologist from Boresha Maisha Initiative. Basically what I do is making sure that everybody is mentally fit and the society is healthy mental-wise.
Nice.
Yeah, hi. My name is Joyce Momanyi from Boresha Jamii. I'm a counselor, and our major role is actually to ensure that everyone's mental well-being is taken care of. Yeah, and to make sure that everyone is doing well. So remember to check on your friends, even the most smiling ones. They are the ones going through a lot, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically from the topic, let's start with first things first. Let's give us an overview, Michelle, from where you sit. Mental health and HIV and AIDS. What's the relationship between the two?
Okay, when you talk of mental health and thinking of the whole aspect of HIV, when somebody is told, at a time when you're told you have HIV, the first thing that comes to your head is suicide, or my life is over, or what are people going to say? So the aspect of HIV and mental health go hand in hand, in the sense that how do we ensure that people, once they get the news that they are positive, how do we make sure that they don't get these thoughts of, you know, trying to end it, or isolating themselves, or, you know, not going on with their normal day-to-day life. Yeah, that's
nice. And so Joyce, Michelle has talked about, you know, into an umbrella for the first time that, you know, you are positive, and so whatever comes to your mind first affects your mental health. Talk to us about a few impacts that we have about on the same.
On the same, okay, fine. Number one, when most people hear of HIV, there's a lot of stigmatization, which leads to self-isolation. People who have HIV and AIDS tend to isolate themselves a lot because they think this is the end for me. Because most people have not accepted that they can actually live with HIV and live healthier lives. So we get people with HIV have a lot of depression, stigma, we have a lot of anxiety, which leads to taking of drugs and as she has said, intrusive thoughts of maybe suicidal thoughts. Yeah, and that's what we are trying to curb.
Okay, so she's mentioned having intrusive thoughts. As a psychologist, from where you sit, how do you make sure that you encounter this to help them come into terms with whatever is happening?
Okay, first of all, the most important thing to tell a person who is affected or infected with HIV is it's not your fault. It happens. It's part of life, I guess. It's a normal thing, if not that normal, because at the end of the day, if you have it, that does not mean like your life is over. How are you going to pick yourself up? Be there for, because a lot of people are looking up to you, your family members, the society, the community. Everybody needs every single one of everyone. Doesn't matter if you're HIV positive or HIV negative.
Yeah.
So how do we make sure that these people continue serving the society, being themselves, being happy, and just being normal human beings without facing any kind of stigma from anybody?
Okay. Truth be told, the fact that hata ukiambiwa saizi when you go to the hospital, get tested for HIV, ama you're doing it alone at home, which I understand haikwangi so much advisable. Yeah. So looking at it from that perspective, life is never going to be the same. That is the truth from every other person's view, sindio?
Yeah.
So the first few months as kwangi raisi, amata the first few years as kwangi raisi, convincing this person that you actually have this, and now it's your turn to start taking up the medicine so that you're able to sustain your life. How do you convince these people?
Well, for someone who's positive, we advise, like, okay, fine, if I'm Joyce, I'm positive,
Yeah.
I'll be advised to go bring my partner in for counseling, right? So that they can also get tested and start counseling. In the process, we advise to, we advocate for like HIV, what is it called? Sorry, advertising, like educating the family members and the community on how to live with people with HIV and AIDS, because it all starts at home, it all starts with the community. If the people around you like accept you for who you are, I believe it becomes easier for you to accept yourself and be able to live with yourself. Because if my mom does not accept Joyce has HIV and AIDS, Joyce will not be able to accept herself. She will see herself as useless. She'll want to take her own life. So if the family members are educated on the importance of not stigmatizing the HIV positive patients, I think it goes a long way. So that is why we have counseling even for family members, because if you're HIV infected, it means it's affecting not only you, it affects your children, maybe your siblings, your parents, those people who are there to support you. So those are the main people that we try to look at. We try to reach out to the families so that they can be able to help this person who's living positively.
Okay, nice. So Michelle, talk to us about Boresha and what Boresha is actually doing to make sure that, you know what, they are creating more awareness on mental health related issues and how it can help deal with HIV that we have in the society.
Okay, Boresha is a very educative, empowering, and it makes a difference in the society. What do I mean by this? This means that all of us, like as the Boresha staff, we do go to schools, we educate the small ones, because you'll never know who maybe was born with it, so, and they don't know how to maneuver through normal school life or anything like that. So we do go to schools, we create awareness about HIV, we educate these small kids about how not to stigmatize the people in the society who are living with HIV. We do go also to the households, talking to these people who are actually in the ground living with HIV. They are maybe feeling alone, or they don't have that, that support system. We as Boresha, we do offer these support systems in the sense of maybe for as much as we can. Counseling psychology, we counsel the infected and affected, that's the family members and the whole community at large. So we do try as much as we can to, you know, create awareness out there about HIV. Yeah.
Okay, so Joyce, Michelle has talked about small kids. We have children who are born with HIV and AIDS.
Yes.
These kids grow up not knowing what exactly is happening to them. A good example, one time we were at MKU during the National AIDS Day, World AIDS Day. It was being celebrated in MKU, and one of the things that came out is kuna watoto wanazaliwa nayo and then the parents don't tell them. So looking at this kid and the mental health issues that will of course come, she'll have to come into terms with once she's grown to start accepting. Would you advise that the parents should actually start once kuwa equipped with this information from as young as they are, that you know what, you're born with HIV and this is what you're supposed to do, this is how you're going to deal with it so you're able to survive in the society?
Well, personally, I think it's very important for parents to like let the children know. We always say children, they're just children, they're not stupid, and eventually they're going to know what it is. They're going to school, they're going to learn about ARVs, they're going to hear of those drugs, and then they're going to be curious on what do I take? Am I like really positive? So I think it helps a lot, it goes a long way if the parents themselves are the ones who educate their kids, like you were born with HIV and it's not your fault because maybe by the time they were being born the drugs were not there, or the mom was not aware that there is a way they can prevent the kids from getting HIV.
Yes.
So the minute the kid learns from a very young age what HIV is and that they have it, it becomes easier for them to even educate their peers. You know, they tell them this is how we do it. People with HIV, I was born with HIV. It gives them more confidence to come out to the world. And it helps them to like live like normal people. I've seen people on TikTok who come out, give us their routine on how they take their drugs, on their meals, you know, like the way they do it. That is someone who's been informed. So if they were not informed, maybe there would have been a lot of issues mentally, you know, like depression, you know, not knowing how you'll face your friends. But the minute you grow knowing about it, you're able to educate your friends. Your friends get information right from the horse's mouth, which makes it easier for the community to even accept the people.
Okay, that's nice. So Michelle, you agree that, you know, it actually has to start from the parents?
Yeah, true. It really has to start at home. Charity begins at home. If you choose to be open with your child and tell them, hey, this is what you have, the drugs you're taking zinamaanisha hivi. You see, when this child goes with these drugs, let's say to boarding school, like high school, and they remove the drugs, and then now maybe they don't even know what they mean. Oh, mepangwa tu dawa, you were told you're supposed to take, but you don't understand nini. If your parent tells you, ata ukienda huko nje nobody will tell you, oh, you know you have. Yes, I know I have, and nishakubali. As a child, as a parent, you should always be the first one to enlighten your kids on these things. That don't hide this information from your children.
Nice, guys. The pressure is just getting worse. The conversation is getting nicer. You know, we're getting informed, we're getting enlightened. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. While at it, remember to follow TAS TV across all social media platforms and Boresha Jamii Initiative across all social media platforms as well. We are going on a short commercial break, so see you in a bit. Get informed on what is happening in our political scenes and people who are making headlines in different parts of the country and the world right here at TAS TV. Join me, Lavin Nyagoa, as I bring to you weekly news highlights that are factual every Friday at 4 o'clock. See you then. Welcome to TAS Media Institute, the home of undiscovered talents. You will be trained by professionals who have a passion in what they do. Do not be left behind. Enroll now and become a pioneer of TAS Media Institute. We are located at Neema Plaza, second floor along Kenyatta Highway in Thika Town. Life can sometimes take unexpected turns, and this family's story is no exception. When a gas explosion completely changed the course of their living, Mr. Joseph Lual and his family have been forced to face unimaginable hardships. But even in this phase of adversity, they have managed to persevere with so much resilience. And as the saying goes, adversity introduces you to yourself. Let's get the story of Mr. Joseph and his family.
So welcome to the first episode of Brain Busters. My name is Mwangi Dominic. Lotko barabara ya MKU. Tunauliza maswali tatanishi.
At TAS Media Institute, we let you discover your talent. Welcome back, guys. Thank you so much for choosing TAS TV. Remember, the conversation is on mental health and how it contributes to the increase in HIV and AIDS. I have amazing guests on set. Come on, I missed the first part of it. Please just read it to Nyuma so you start from the beginning and get to understand what exactly we are talking about. So let's now get into the discrimination and stigma that comes with, HIV and AIDS. There's the aspect here. I'm having depression because I have just been diagnosed with HIV and AIDS, and then from there now the stigma, of course, utakuwa so scared to tell the other person. How do you handle that, Joyce?
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Well, for people who've just been diagnosed, we usually recommend group therapy.
Yeah.
So that they can meet other people who have the very same condition.
Yeah.
Like people who have been infected with HIV. This will help them gain confidence. If I hear someone else's story, it will maybe encourage me to like go and speak myself out.
Yeah.
Like maybe it's the coming out that is very difficult, but someone who's experienced it firsthand can be able to like tell me how they did it, see how if I can like do what they did or something better, and then come up with how I can come out myself, like, because of course for you to come out with such a big thing, it will have to start with someone you trust.
Yeah.
Maybe your parents or your favorite sibling or maybe your best friend, because some people trust their friends more than family. Like they feel they won't be as judged. So we recommend group therapy for people like those.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Michelle, do you like have the group therapy thingy at Boresha? Because probably somebody wants to come talk. Do you have such sessions?
Yeah, we do. We do have these sessions. Mostly they happen on Sunday or Saturday. This is where like we come together as the staff and we sit down with the people who come, to check in and see maybe they have someone, if they can like find someone to talk to. It actually makes a really big difference, because some people have come and they go out feeling wholesome. They feel like, yeah, I found somebody who actually listened to me. It's really hard to trust people nowadays. Unaambia mtu you have something, unajipata TikTok. Unaambia mtu kitu unajipata umewekwa kwa WhatsApp. You see those things, and there are cases that come out, somebody amepata AIDS and then unapata amekaa nayo. Sasa the only alternative was to go and infect other people. Maybe akuwa na your support system, but at Boresha we do give you the best support system.
Okay, talking about people who have it and then they go out to infect other people. We've seen this on social media a lot of times. Ako like, Mimi, you infected me. I already have a list of 20 other people wenye I have infected. Is this a mental health issue? Ama, where does this come from? And how do you as psychologists sort this out?
Well, so what happens is this. You've infected me.
Yes.
Number one, I'm in shock. And then number two, I'm in denial. You know, I don't want to live with this thing. You know, I don't want people to know I'm positive. So I want to go on and live my life the way I used to live it before I had AIDS. So, but these people, as much as you're in denial and in shock, there's some self-loathing that comes with it. You know, you feel like you hate yourself. So the only way you feel like you can redeem yourself is by infecting more people, so that it makes you feel better. But truth be told, it doesn't make you feel better, and it doesn't make you a better person. So when you find yourself in such kind of a situation, try as much as you can to go seek help. There is no shame in asking for help. What's killing the youth, what's killing the people is the fact that they think asking for help is a sign of weakness. Asking for help is a sign of strength. Actually, it takes a lot of courage to go and say, nimelemewa. You know, it takes a lot of courage to say, mi nimefika mwisho, bro nisaidie sis, you know, like, nimefika mwisho. It takes a lot of courage. That is not weakness. Please go seek help. Do not hate yourself. These things happen. People get AIDS in different ways. You know, some were born with them. Some just acquired through, you know, we don't want to say like
intimacy.
Okay. No, not intimacy. Because of mostly it's intimacy, but I wanted to like say reckless living, like raving, nini, and then you find yourself in a situation where you didn't even expect. No one wakes up in the morning and then they say, leo nataka kurudi kwa nyumba na AIDS. It has never happened. So if it happens to you, it was an accident. So please seek help. There are people like us. We are out here. And counseling is not a white thing, people. I think people should get rid of that mentality.
Exactly.
I cannot go for counseling because only whites go for counseling. I'm an African, you know, men don't like going for counseling like at all. You know, they're like, no, there's no way. We are this is men's mental
health month.
June. So we always say men deserve flowers too. You know, like men also need to be treated. You know, so please, as a young man, as an old man, please go seek for help. There's no shame in asking for help. Do not hate yourself to that point that you now want to drag others down. It doesn't make you a better person. It won't reduce the HIV in you when you spread it to other people. It does not make it easier. You know, it actually adds to the guilt. You know, the time when you want to come clean, it's guilt. You know, and then when you stay there, you find out you're getting depressed. Oh my God, how many more lives have I ruined? You know, so please go seek for help. It all starts in the mind. So
okay. That's really nice, Joyce. Michelle, let's talk about men also deserve flowers, but these men do not want to talk. So how do you as psychologists help them come into terms with situations like that and actually convince them that, you know what, coming for therapy, seeking therapy is actually the first step among the steps that you need for you to actually accept what is happening to you?
Okay. To be honest, if you want to change a life, you start with the people closest to you.
Yeah.
The male friends that I have, my father, my grandfather, those people first.
Yeah.
I talk to them. I empower first them at home, and then before I go now to the workplace, maybe my teachers, my lecturers, anybody I've come across with. Men really don't like talking. Men will not talk. They will not talk. But when you show them you really do care and it's not a sign of weakness to talk, they will actually open up. They're actually, men talk. You just don't know you just don't know they talk, but they do talk.
You just
They
don't
do-
know, probably they just don't know the button to press.
Yes, they don't know. But the moment you show a man that care and affection, they will talk.
Yeah.
So us as Boresha, we actually go out there. We don't only focus about the female child. We also focus on the male children, because even if you look at society right now, it's not only rape for women. It's also rape for boys, young boys, and they will never talk. But the moment you go out there and you create awareness for these men, and you show them that, hey, somebody is actually there, they'll actually open up in such a big way. And you start with the small ones, then you go like, let's say a young boy goes to the dad and say, today there are some psychologists from Boresha who came to our class and they talked to us and they actually made me feel good. The parent would like to know, which is this organization that also cares about boy child?
Yeah.
You know, they actually want to know. And it's not only us, there are many other organizations out there who actually do care about boys and men. So I do believe that small changes kidogo kidogo tutawapata, we'll reach to those men, we'll reach, tutafika.
Okay. Let's now talk about the efforts that are being made to save the society from all these shenanigans. Let me not call them shenanigans, but all this that is happening in the society, especially when it comes to mental health and the relationship it has with HIV and AIDS. So what are some of the efforts, Michelle, that are being put in place to ensure that mental health professionals also help in educating these people who actually have HIV and AIDS to enable them cope with their situation?
Okay, I think one of the greatest steps that as a country to may take is actually making counseling like a professional, course. Because now there are so many, sai tuko na a lot of counselors, a lot of psychologists, si kama kitambo. So sai, if you look at the way economy inaenda, hata vitu vingine, we do need these people. We need people like us out there. Na sai tuko wengi, at least the mental health, hata kama tuna fight nayo, kama economy inaenda juu inapewa tu stress, tuko pia sisi, we are trying to curb that. When it comes to the issue of HIV and vitu kama hizo, in the hospitals when they're going to get the ARVs, right, wanapeangwa group counseling. But you would not know kama kuna mtu mali hata hakuwa anasikiza. They were not listening. So that is where us we come in to give individual counseling, because somebody might be there responding, yes nimesikia, but ujui kama like akitoka hapo anaenda kufanya nini. So sometimes we do go to these hospitals, we just wait, wakishamaliza, if anybody needs that extra mental health care, we are there. We do offer that.
Okay, that's nice. So Joyce, how can the healthcare systems better address the needs of those people who are suffering from AIDS, aside from of course what Michelle has talked about?
So apart from the group counseling, well, since psychology has come up as a profession in its own, I think more mental health workers can be added to the hospitals. That way there are a lot of HIV patients. Like in a hospital you can have like 200 a day. We can't have like just 2 counselors in a level 5 hospital, and then we expect that every patient will be catered for. That is why they end up doing the group counseling. But then there are people who need like that extra attention. So I think by adding more mental health workers in the hospitals and embracing them, will be a very great step.
At a very good place. Okay. We have societal barriers when it comes to, you know, issues to do with mental health. For instance, let's talk about the men Juwaundo victims sana. The men have been brought up in such a way that, you know what, you're supposed to be strong regardless.
Yeah.
The society looks at you as the strong person. Haufai kulia, you're not supposed to react, you're not supposed to do one, two, simply because you're a man. So those are some of the societal barriers zenye zinahinda people from seeking this help, despite the fact that wanazihitaji. So as people who work under an organization that really works closely with the society, ama with the community, how do you best ensure that these people, you convince them, you talk to them, and make sure that, you know, this thing iko, mnahitaji kuwa informed, mnahitaji kuwa advanced nayo, okay?
Well, as we had said earlier,
Yes.
we start with, we go to the community, we talk to school-going kids,
Yeah.
school-going boys, and so, well, I noticed when we were going out to the community,
Yeah.
the boys like really find it hard, like they try to keep the emotions, you know, but Michelle had said, giving men a safe space, telling them it's okay
Yeah.
to talk about these things. So the minute you give a man attention, he'll open up.
Yeah.
Okay, so even with those school going kids, amesema, like the kid will go home, talk to the dad, be like, oh dad, you know, we had visitors. Like kids are very enthusiastic
Yeah.
in nature, and they like talking about everything and anything. So they will go home, say there's an organization that came, they did this and this, and they talked about this and this. How do you feel about it? So I would encourage that when your kids come home and talk to you about these issues that we talk to them about, please encourage them. Tell them, yes, it's okay to be, you know, of course you have to be strong as a man, but it's okay to like let go sometime. You don't have to be like strong all the time.
Yeah.
It's okay to be vulnerable. You know, when you don't have money as a man, tell your kids I don't have money.
Yeah.
Like
Make them understand.
Yes, tell them, show them that, be an example. Like show them it's okay to lack. Show them that it's okay to like ask for help, you know. Enda jikoni ushindwe kufanya kitu and then call the mom, and then like, you know, show the boys that it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to not be strong all the time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so Michelle, let's talk about how best stigma can be reduced in the society.
Okay, one thing tulikuwa tunasikia tukiwa watoto. Ukisikia tu anybody who has a mental illness, what did you used to call them?
Mwenda wazimu.
Those things. Ama amerogwa.
Yeah.
So the only, I think the only way to curb this spread of, you know, the level of the increase of mental illnesses and the stigma and all that stuff is first understanding that you not being okay mentally does not mean you lack anything from, you are a fully functioning human being. It's just that you have a medical condition, hujarogwa. Hakuna mtu amekuonea wivu, amekufanyia anything. It's normal, just go get help, go get antidepressants, talk to someone, talk to counselors, you will be fine. And the stigma. The stigma, when you see a person who's suffering from mental health, this is a person who needs your help. This person actually needs a hug. They need you to understand them. Don't isolate them. Ukiwaona huko kwa barabara, the as you call them, the muguruki, the ones who collect, tafadhali usiwagonge na mawe. Don't run away from them unless they are violent. If you are able to, you can actually take them to a mental facility like Mathare. Yes? If you are able, there are organizations that do that. They'll take this person, because family members, they do not want to deal with people who are mad, quote unquote mad. What do? Wanapeleka ushago, anafungwa, anakaa hapo kwa boma, or they just let them loiter. That is stigma in its own. This is a person who needs your love. If they were okay, would you do that? If they were okay, if they were mentally okay, would you do that? Now they are not mentally okay. This is when they actually need us the most. The family, the community, the society, everybody. These people actually need us the most. Eliminate the stigma, help these people. We are brothers and sisters. I don't think you'd like to see somebody you love
Yeah.
suffering, right?
Yeah,
So
okay.
don't judge. Yeah.
So let's talk about a religion. Joyce, from where you sit, we have religions that actually zinafanya watu haufai kumeza dawa. You're sick, you're not supposed to go to the hospital. You have HIV, haufai kwenda hospitali. But deep down you know very well you need this. What's that one thing you'd like to say about that?
Well, so this discussion,
Yeah.
okay, about religion. So I'd like to believe it's a quotation from the Bible because I hear it a lot. It says God helps those who help themselves. I think the preachers should be like telling their followers the truth. Like there's no way. Okay, even doctors say they treat. Doctors just treat. It's God who heals you.
Yeah.
So as much as religion is involved, I think the preachers and our pastors and our religious leaders have a very big role to play.
Yeah.
Like, can we spot those who are telling people not to go to the hospitals because it's not right? Like there are kids there who are supposed to be leaders for tomorrow.
Yeah.
There are breadwinners there who are going to leave their kids orphans.
Yeah.
There are people who like they are the stronghold of the community. Like maybe kwa so and so ndo tunatoaga chakula. All of a sudden akona AIDS, right? Not able to work anymore. How many more people would she have supported had she had the right guidance? Like there's nothing wrong with taking medication. Just go get treated and then God will heal you because doctors can't heal you.
Yeah.
Truth be told, even I as a mental health practitioner, I can't heal you, but I can help you, right?
Exactly.
So the most that I can do, let me be able to help you as you help yourself.
Yeah.
A depressed person, I cannot be here, Joyce, and then know that there's someone depressed sleeping in bed. It will take that person to come out of bed and come look for me and tell me this is what is happening for me to be able to help them.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with God. Like, go take your drugs from the hospital and then go tell God, now mi nimefanya part yangu, nimeenda hosi, I've taken my drugs now.
Yeah. The rest is on you.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Michelle, as we conclude, let's talk about you people, the practitioners, the psychologists, the counselors. Pia nyinyi at one particular point mnakuanga so overwhelmed. Probably you are one of the people who are suffering from HIV and AIDS, or who have the virus, and you also at the same time you need to help somebody, at the same time you need to help yourself. So how do you guys work around this?
Okay. Before you, as a psychologist, before you actually go out there to heal people, we also get healed by other advanced psychologists. Because huwezi jitibu, kinyozi hajinyoi, na daktari haizi jitibu. So we also have people that we talk to, other senior psychologists. They help us, guide us in case we get overwhelmed. And when we go out there in the field now, in society, and we find these people having HIV or these things, the best thing we do is, just work to our novel best to make sure that it doesn't affect us, because there's no way you can keep all these information in your head and not get a little bit woo-woo yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah, so we do have people like who take care of our mental health too. We all need each other.
Yes, guys, we all need each other. So just to read a few comments, to of course shout out to Watunyona to join live every now and again. We have Katoni the presenter, tuned. Elim Songa, men deserve flowers indeed. Imacha Manjeru, an educative, informative and inspiring show power. Thank you so much. Amoko Brian, wonderful. Rix KE, wonderful. Star Moir, such a good topic to let the young generation to get informed about. Thank you so much to everyone who's coming, everyone who's commented. Continue sending in your feedback. We really, really appreciate. And of course, to Kona Michelle and tuko na Joyce who are really enlightening us. Kuna vitu mimi sikuwa najua, but now I know. That is the essence of this discussion. First things first, men deserve flowers. They need to talk as well. Another thing, seek help. Jisaidie ndo Mungu akusaidie. What a nice day. What a nice day. So guys, tukimalizia sasa. So what is your parting shot? What would you say about mental health and the relationship it has with HIV as we like just conclude the program?
Well, HIV can actually contribute to a lot of mental health issues.
Yeah.
But as you've said, it's okay to it's okay to not be okay.
Yeah.
And it's okay to ask for help. It's not a sign of weakness.
Yeah.
And please be kind. Be kind to every single person. You do not know what your neighbor is going through.
Yeah.
Mtu ametoka hapo nje amechapa luku from head to toe. But inside they are torn. You know, some of us look like we have our lives together, but we actually do not.
Do not.
And then I saw something somewhere.
Yeah.
It said, do not lecture a person who needs a hug.
Yeah.
Do not lecture a person who needs a hug. Please always remember that. Do not lecture a person who needs a hug.
Yeah. Okay, Michelle.
All love. Do not show hate. Love everybody. Treat everybody equal. Treat your neighbor the same way you'd like to be treated. And don't ignore the fact that huyo mtu mwenye uko naye hapo kando yako might be the one suffering from a mental illness or maybe has HIV and you don't know. So be kind. Kindness all around.
Okay. And just to summarize it all, be kind, be happy, celebrate one another, take care of your neighbor, jipende, jisaidie, just before God comes in to help you. To all the other practitioners and to men, you honestly really deserve flowers, and that is why you need to talk. Jupia, the therapists are not going to come home to help you. Ni wewe ujisaidie kwanza ndo akusaidie. The first step is get out of the house, go look for them, talk to them, and so from there they get to understand sasa nyinyi tunawasaidiaje. But it has been such an amazing program. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Asanteni sana guys. This has been an amazing episode. Remember to continue giving us your feedback at TAS TV Official on YouTube, TAS TV_KE on Instagram, Twitter and TikTok, TAS TV Official on YouTube, www.tastv.co.ke on our official website. Let's meet same time, same place next week. My name is Lavine Nyagoa and this is Counting the Red Ribbon. Ciao.
Bye.
This is the newest, most exciting entertainment show where nothing is off limits. We bring you real, authentic, and raw conversations. Enjoy good vibes, fashion, and lifestyle from your favorite celebrities. Fun, trending topics, games, and educative segments. Every Tuesdays from 3 p.m. and Saturdays from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. With me, Lavin Nyagoa
And Hazel Jeru.
only on The Unfiltered.